Welcome back to Empowered. I'm Elizabeth Naumovski. Today we're discussing planet positive practices for work and life. So Stephanie, are we good at recycling? Because I feel that I'm a really good citizen because I keep filling up that blue bin.
Yeah, unfortunately, as a whole, we're not great at recycling.
How so?
So from an electronic standpoint,
Okay.
only about 22% of electronics are actually formally recycled globally. A lot sit in closets and drawers, and that's called electronic hibernation.
Oh,
And it's something that we need to address as we move forward, and we need to get the critical minerals out of our dormant devices. But also on a blue box perspective, it is great to do the right thing. Put your cans and your plastics where they need to go. It doesn't always end up at recycling, depending on the recycling infrastructure of municipalities. But we're seeing that really change, and new rules are coming out, and a new system as of January 2026.
yeah, there's a new system coming in, I think, for every different municipalities, different provinces, and everything else. So is there a truth to reduce, reuse, recycle being in that order?
Yeah, we learn about this concept
Right?
of reduce, reuse, recycle in
Right.
school,
Yes.
right? And it is a simple concept that people can wrap their heads around. It actually does have a lot of truth to it. It may not be perfect,
Mhm.
but it does have truth. Why? Because you should start on the reduce level. Reduce your need for items. Think twice about, do you really need to buy something new?
And that saves your wallet as well.
It does save your wallet,
Mhm.
absolutely. Also look at reducing your impact. So it could be, in terms of devices, unplugging them at night so they don't trickle the energy. And what's so interesting, Liz, is that in nature, there is no waste. Everything is reused and recycled. So when we think about eliminating waste through reduction, that's really the best outcome. Next best is reuse. Reuse of full devices, reuse of parts of it is also really good, because we're avoiding the emissions of new manufacturing. And then, like, the last step, which is an important piece of the puzzle, is recycling. And that means that we can break it down and reuse the actual commodities within. It can be energy intensive to do so. It is a great practice, but it really should come after reuse and after reduce.
Okay, before I go to my next question, I need to ask, because you said unplug. So a lot of people just plug in their cell phones all night so that they are at 100, but that's not good for your cell phone either.
Yeah, especially for charging your cell phone battery,
Mhm.
there's an optimal window. But it's even things like your laptop, for example, if it's fully charged, to make sure it's shut down at night. And I'm not perfect, Liz. You can ask my husband, but really, turn your laptop off, and even turn your power bars off so it doesn't use the trickle energy, which, while it seems small, it really adds up over time.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good to know. So let's go back to recycling. What stops people from recycling and doing the right thing?
There's really, I believe, two key challenges that both people face on an individual level as well as businesses. One is simply the awareness of what to do with it. Like, where do you take it? Where does it go? Especially, when you have a can or a plastic, like, is this type of plastic recyclable here? It's confusing,
Yeah.
right? So the awareness of knowing what to do. The second piece is convenience. See, a lot of people want to do the right thing, but they don't want to be inconvenienced.
Yeah.
So we have to design solutions that encourage people, like, get them educated, but also make it convenient for them to do the right thing.
I think you're 100% correct, because if it's inconvenient and I have to drive 2 hours to do something, I can think of better things to do with 2 hours rather than spend it in the car each way. But when I look at doing the right thing, sometimes people just don't know what to do. And
Yes.
so they do nothing. And they
Yes.
think that doing nothing is the right thing.
And I think one of the key things that people really need to get is, you need to start somewhere. Like, do something. Do one thing that is a planet-friendly practice, one thing that's different, that's new. October is Circular Economy Month, so it's a perfect time to look at recycling and circularity, what you can do for that.
Okay, well, this is great because when we come back, we're going to talk about what to do with our phones, like where to take them and how to clean them up so that we protect ourselves with a lot of our private information, which is really, really important. So please don't go away. We'll be right back for more.